Hello everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to the Greenberg Train Show here in Edison, New Jersey at the New Jersey Convention Center. So today we're going to take a walk inside. There are plans as of right now for me to run some Conrail on the Raritan Valley High Railers during the day. Not sure at what point in time that's going to happen. So I'm hoping to have some fun. See you guys inside. Okay, here we are. We're ready to get into the show. Standing in line and just waiting for the doors to open. Getting a little sneak peek inside. And now we're in a mad dash to get in. Now that the doors are open, just starting to pan around so you guys get the idea of what's available at the show. And a lot of cool stuff. So I had to pause and change my camera view so it's a more wider span. But if you guys like post-war, there was a ton of post-war here. So here we have some backdrop building kits. These look pretty easy to put together with looks like some amazing results. So even Dakman could put these together. Pretty cool kits for I believe they're HO scale. So I wanted to stop by and show you guys. So here we're going to have a table full of S gauge. I'm not sure if it's American Flyer or if it's a mix of Gilbert in here, but I'm sure you guys can look at this video and decide for yourself whether it's American Flyer or Gilbert. But there's a ton of selection in S gauge during this show. Here's some more interesting pieces I ran across that I thought viewers might be interested in. So I'm just panning over, and once again, this was like a post-war heaven at this show this time. There was a ton of post-war for those who like it. And so I try to capture as much of it as I can. So here's the table for the HO people. You have Intermountain and Atlas products in the mix. So yeah, there's some good HO trains out at these Greenberg shows, and there you go, Steve's Trains. I had to stop at Night Owl DBA, plain and simple, and this was a cool airport to look at, these miniature planes. So make sure to check out Night Owl Flight DBA, plain and simple. Okay, instead of trains, we're looking at planes. And I know there are plane collectors out there, so if you're interested in die-cast airplanes, there you go. I saw a lot of interesting stuff on this table, stuff that I've never seen before. And maybe the viewers, I know there's viewers out there who watch the Dakman Productions channels that are members of the TCA. And they would probably recognize this older stuff. But I have never seen this train set before, this Silver Flash. I never even heard tell of it. But I'm enjoying myself because I'm seeing different things at this show. Got that American Flyer Transformer. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that I'm seeing here. Now, most of this stuff is going to be S gauge, I believe, from what it looks like. So I'm sure that the S gauge collectors out there who are watching this video might be able to chime in on what they're seeing, because I don't know if these prices are good or bad or how highly collectible any of this is, but it is pretty unique and I enjoyed looking at it. So now we're at Ike's Train Shop table. And he's got some pretty cool stuff for sale too. And make sure you come out and support the vendors, and because they need us more than ever in this economy. And if you can't visit them at the train show, I mean, like if you see them in my video and you see something you want, give them a call, and I'm sure they'll ship it out to you, and let them know that you saw it on the Dakman Productions YouTube channel. So yeah, here you go, Ike's Train Shop, and he has some pretty cool, unique stuff. Support these people. Next up, we have East Coast Circuits. So look at these cars and trucks, they're already pre-lit. They have lights already installed in them. So they take the hard work out of it for you and install lights in emergency vehicles such as police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, regular cars. Some very cool stuff. Okay, we move on to some more HO. There's Atlas. You got Bowser. So already we're seeing some good brand names here. I like the Atlas product. They put out a nice product. Looks like Blue Box Atherin. So we're at the train room here. At the
store in Point Pleasant, but now we just do shows and online.
And we're grabbing a couple of giveaways here for the live show. So once again, at the train room, bought some giveaways for everybody for the live show. We're going to give that stuff away. He's got an online store. Check him out, the train room. He's got some nice stuff for HO and N scalers out there. Nice guy. So I stopped by another vendor selling O gauge, and there's a mix of industrial rail, MTH, Lionel, K-Line, Rail King. So there's a big mix of stuff. Weaver. And all these prices are really reasonable. It's almost like this vendor was having a giveaway with the prices he was selling stuff at, but you have to be at these train shows to get these prices. So look at those MTH signals at $20, and this stuff looks brand new in the box to me. It doesn't look like anything's actually used. Okay, we're visiting another HO gauge vendor here. There's a mix of Bowser, Walthers, Atherin Blue Box, all kinds of stuff. There you go. Burger's Boxcar. So check them out, HO and N scale. Like I said before, make sure you support these vendors, the hobby stores, the hobby shops. They really need us, especially now more than ever. Okay, we stop off at another O-gauge vendor. Got a mix of K-Line, Lionel MPC era, some Lionel modern stuff. So there was a nice variety. Now here is Star Hobby. He forgot to bring his sign, but Dan and Don are both great people. Star Hobby, Annapolis, Maryland. So if you're traveling through Maryland, make sure you stop by their store. They got a huge store. Star Hobby also sells a lot of RC vehicles and RC vehicle parts. So check them out, Annapolis, Maryland. That Bachman egg liner football scheme is an exclusive to Star Hobby. So if you like that, call them up. Star Hobby is also a Bachman dealer. Engage, HO. If you're into those two scales, check out their store. Lots of great prices. Nice family-owned store. Here I stopped by a vendor selling Menards. And it's kind of cool that Menards is offering cars that are weathered for sale in O scale. But yeah, here you go. O-gauge Menards. A lot of it's very reasonable. Menards just came out with those auto racks right there. Really neat cars. Good price point for those who are just wanting to get in to the O-gauge hobby without a lot of cost. And here's a Menards fire station. And then I'm panning around. There's the American Power and Light plant. You got the skyscraper building next to it. And then you got the Piggly Wiggly. So a lot of cool accessories here. And I always make fun of this Ford dealership because people hate it when I make fun of the Fords because I don't like Ford. It should have been a Dodge dealer. Anyway, you got Schneider's Trucking and the UFO scene. So I stopped by Pete Costa's Town and Country Trains and talked to the owner, and he's actually a pretty nice guy, and so very helpful. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask him because he'll answer them and help you guys out in the O-gauge hobby, and that's what it's all about. So make sure we support these hobby shops, the vendors. especially in this time that we're in. So let's take a look at some more stuff on the table that Pete Costa has up for sale. So there was he's got a ton of trains up here for sale. Uh, Lionel, there's your presidential cars. He is kicking a few of those out on special. Lionel, cool Lionel cars there. They're just, he's had some good deals here. So let's pan through a lot of modern stuff. So if you're seeing something here, stay tuned because I will be showing you his card. And the vendors of these shows, the hobby shops, are realizing that these videos that us YouTube channels put up are actually helping them. So surprisingly today, because I usually run into vendors who don't have signs, but I've had vendors started giving me business cards, and that's cool. So if you want something promoted from the show, I don't mind doing it. It doesn't cost the vendor nothing. So, and I don't mind helping them out, promoting the show, promoting the hobby shop or the vendor. So yeah, hand me your business card, and I will make sure that business card gets put into the video. No problem. And I just want to show my support for these vendors and hobby shops in any way that I can. So, with that being said, if you buy anything from one of the vendors in my videos, please say you saw it in a Dakman Productions video so they know that these videos are actually working for them. Seeing anything you like, call Pete Costa. Here's his card. So if you were looking for structures, buildings, houses for O-Gauge, here you go. Lionel suburban houses. There's some MTH rail towns there. On the other side, there's some O-Gauge, a little bit of G-scale, LGB in there. Let's check out this little layout here.
Trying to get the number. I'm looking for this locomotive here. I think it's 38. It's the freight version of that locomotive.
This is 44 or 39 there. I have 44 and 41. But in my collection, not.
Okay, so moving along, looking at some Lionel, but some trucks caught my eyes. So my eyes are wandering and looking at these trucks. They're so cool. These trucks are Corgi, however you want to say that. You got some buses there. And Corgi is 150 scale. Goes great with the O-Gauge trains. And so, here's some more O-Gauge. There you go. Got a Conrail reefer there. Lionel Conrail reefer. Bud car. So yeah, I'm just trying to show the different things for everybody. Because everybody's got their own taste. You got some starter sets there. Some cool NPC pieces. The Tootsie Roll and the Lifesavers. They're always something fun to have. And there's some pricing, so everybody gets an idea what the pricing was like. Because everybody asked me what was the pricing like. So I'm trying, if it's got prices, I'll try and include the prices along with these videos. And I was interested in that Lionel box car. That was cool. Alright, for the fans who like Kato, here you go. There's some Kato trains and at the show. Here's a vendor who is selling Walther's building kits for those who are liking to build those. Brady's Train Outlet was there at the show, and he's been featured. His store's been featured on a couple YouTube channels. So Brady's Trains was selling some cool stuff there today. So if you're in the area, check out Brady's Train Outlet, and he's got a very big store. I mean, a lot to pick from. So it is well worth the stop at Brady's Train Outlet. And But look at this cool stuff you brought to the show this time around to show everybody. Next up, we have Tony from Trains and Things in Ewing, New Jersey. And Tony's always got something different in the store. Your best bet is to check out Tony's store in person because he's always buying collections. He's always getting something different, something unique. You never know what he's going to have from day to day, week to week. And he's willing to make you a deal to get you what you want. So it's not like he wants to keep these trains. He does want to sell them. And so he's willing to cut a deal as long as it's reasonable. So once again, Tony at Trains and Things in Ewing, New Jersey. And so I don't know much about this stuff, but I'm trying to show it to everybody because I've never seen that subway set before. And here we go, just panning over some more stuff. And this is a cool, unique thing. There you go, 1950 to 1951 Lionel lines. And there it is. So he's got stuff from old to new. Here you go, 64 cars for $20 a shot. Direct from Lionel, mail order only. B&A Hudson. So that's a cool, unique piece. Available at Tony's, Ewing, New Jersey. There you go. I've never seen that set before either. Those who know anything about the Lionel MPC era would know those yellow boxes are special. So anything in the yellow box is a special run during the Lionel MPC era. And so yeah, there's a ton of trains, a few unique things like that steam shovel. Just some cool stuff to look at. Got some sets, and you got the tradition of the family running trains. And my friend had that Lionel Black Diamond set. That was a cool set. Very strong runner, that locomotive. I believe it was dual motor, GP7 or GP9. It was a great Lionel MPC era set. Now we're on the back side of Brady's Trains table. So this is the back side of the table for Brady's Trains. And just panning over different things because I just don't know what everybody's interested that watches my videos for these train show tours. But check out this cool stuff. Some very unique, clean, older trains. Looks like a post-war over there. Very, very nice. And it goes back to what I said. You just never know what you're going to find at the train show. And this is the most post-war I've ever seen at the Greenberg Edison Train Show. Okay, we're stopping at the train doctor's table. And once again, he's got some great used stuff at great prices. I mean, he literally blows out a lot of stuff at great pricing. So if you're looking for stuff for your layout, make sure you stop by the train doctor. And he's had some good used stuff out there before, and it always sells because like I said, it is good stuff. Now I'm gonna flip up the wrapping here so you guys can see how much this is. So there you go, a Virginian. And then look at all this rolling stock. You just can't beat these prices that he's got out there for the rolling stock. Auto rack for $35. Yeah, that's like very expensive on eBay. There you go, $20 for hoppers. And so yeah, these trains are in really good shape. Now I have never seen this set. I didn't even know this set was even made. So here you go. The 7 gold Madison cars. I did not know that this set was even made. I like coming out to these train shows because I like talking to people, and you never know what you're going to find, what you're going to see, even learn. And so I like to learn new things, and that's cool. Clear body. unique and cool at the same time. Go to traindoctor.com. Make sure you pay him a visit. So here's some more unique trains that I'm panning over. And I'll let you guys figure out what's here. Because my knowledge is more or less more towards the more modern stuff that's made by Lionel, MTH, and so forth and so on. Already visiting another table yet, so here you guys go. And once again, not familiar with this stuff, so I'll just pan over it and let you guys look at it, enjoy it. Here you go, Lionel post-war. So there you go. There's a little bit of information there. Very, very nice trains, and very good condition. A lot of the stuff is in. Another table of post-war yet. We'll look over. So here you guys go. Not sure who the vendor is, and I believe that's a standard gauge piece right there I'm looking at. I know that's standard gauge. Now back to some more modern pieces here, and just showing what was available at the show. A lot of cool stuff. I mean, you guys gotta get out here to these train shows, and if you can't make it, just I'll try my best to get the vendors' names so you guys can help support them. So here I stopped by Just Trains of Delaware, and they usually have a ton of MTH for sale, both Premier and Rail King. So if you're a big MTH fan, then you're going to want to stop by at the Greenberg Edison show. Check out Just Trains. Great people who own it, very helpful. They'll cut you deals too. These vendors are willing to work with you, get deals because they want to sell the product. And they'll cut you deals within reason. You have to understand they need to make a living and pay the bills. There you go, First Frost Train Meet. Dakman Productions will be there. So let's see if I can sell some stuff for Just Trains. So I'm going to pan through some of this stuff. Just Trains does have a physical brick and mortar store in Delaware. So make sure you check them out if you're in the area of Delaware. And but they always try to make it to the Edison show. The sometimes the show in Delaware, I believe it's on the riverfront. And their prices are really good. And like I said, sometimes if you buy a couple of them, or if you're willing to pay cash, they'll cut you deals to sell you the trains that you want. Make sure you stay off of eBay. You got sellers that want to highway rob you. And here you got a TTX Husky stack right there, MTH. I showed the price. It was $65. There was people asking $149 to $199 just for that one TTX Husky stack, MTH. So this goes to show that you can get your trains a lot more reasonable than on eBay. Cars. So yeah, walking away with a good deal. You are. Excellent deal. $55 a piece. You can't beat that. Like I said, $100 each on eBay easily. So gotta come to the train shows to get the deals. Like I said, you gotta come to the train shows to get the deals, or visit Just Trains. And I believe Just Trains has a website, so maybe you can just go to their website and see what they have. But you gotta remember, his inventory is constantly changing because Just Trains does buy and sell collections. So once again, you never know what they have from week to week because the inventory is constantly changing all the time. And I just love all this Premiere here. So I'm just taking it all in. And he's got some Lionel. But the main inventory is MTH. Just Trains also took in a collection of Atlas O cars, and I always check that section just to make sure, you know, there's something not in there that I'm looking for. But, yeah, check them out. I actually picked up something from Just Trains myself, and I'm showing off the bag. So let's check out the Jersey Central N-Track Club.
All together for the camera. Hold on, buddy. One second. What's up?
Okay, hold on. One second. I just want to take a picture of this. Is that okay? Okay.
Figures will be the Penn Central one.
Not the real New York.
Yeah, I think the parts in the six.
Yeah. I used to take them. There's a little fence along the way. Yeah, you could just. Interestingly enough, I learned
Oh, the sort of thing
I've been
happened.
in top of it.
Oh, is that so what is it?
I went there.
No, he stopped.
So Dakman Productions got to run Conahay Rail on the Raritan Valley High Railers. If you want to see more of those videos and the O-Gauge trains from this show, Edison, New Jersey, August 6, 2022, please check out the O-Gauge trains from the Edison Train Show and a separate video. So it was a good day running trains out here at the Greenberg Train Show, and boy is it hot out here. Whew, must be like 110. Man, this heat is something else, but it was nice and cool inside all day. As you see, I got to run Conahay Rail once again on the Raritan Valley High Railers, and I thank that club for that. And also, oops, sorry about that. Picked out a couple of things for the giveaway, so let's look at that. Alright, so what did I get? Don't mind my messy vehicle because I haven't cleaned it for a long time. So, what did we get for the giveaway? Well, I got this Walther's Mainline Penn Central hopper car. That's something that would have been on Conahay Rail if it was HO. So we got that. And that's for the HO guys. And then for the N scale, I got this rail box. And I love rail box, so that's also something that would have been on Conahay Rail if it was engaged. So those two things will be given away on the live show on Wednesday. I believe it's August the 10th. And then what did I get for me? So I found the other road number to this MTH Cargill Premier hopper car. I was only able to grab one, and then they quickly disappeared. And then somebody on eBay listed one for $149, and I ain't paying that. So you can see how much I paid for it. There you go. At the train show. I did get a small discount on it, by the way. So don't pay those highway robbery prices on eBay. Make sure you visit the train shows if there's no train shows near you. Check out my videos from the train shows because I do include, I try to include the dealer with a phone number, so if you see something you want, you can call them up and get it at a better price than what you can from a couple of them sellers on eBay. Alright, thanks for watching Dakman Productions, and we'll see you at the next train show.